Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tennis Weekly with Joel, Kim, and Chris. Today is the 9th of December, and we are here to catch up on the year in tennis at Tennis Weekly HQ with our 2024 end of season quiz. And this week, we have got the WTA edition. That's right. We're going to be looking back on all the action from the WTA Tour in 2024. Once again, I have donned my festive Christmas jumper. We have all donned some sort of festive outfit. And guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm just hoping I do a little bit better than last time.
I've got my hat back, which I was
Your
quite
good
lucky
luck
with on
hat.
the
Yeah.
half of the courts
Yes, it's the
A
lucky
historic
hat now.
pass for
Yes.
the courts.
You're going to be wearing that when we play every week, are you, Kim?
Yes, I shall just make
The
it my
lucky
tennis
Weekly
weekly
Christmas hat.
purple
In the
sparkly
heat of
Christmas
summer,
hat.
yes. Get the
Yes.
Christmas hat on.
Oh, it's purple for Wimbledon, so that's
It is.
fine.
It's a lovely shade, quite different actually. So do check this out on YouTube, where you can see Kim's lovely shade of hat, and what the Tennis Weekly lucky hat looks like ongoing. And do check out our first edition of the quiz, which was ATP themed. You may have already played along. Joel, are we wiping the slate clean this week, or are we adding it up as we go?
Let's wipe the slate clean, but at the end we can definitely add our scores together and see where we're at. But I'm not gonna lie, I am far behind, and I'm playing catch up.
Okay, we could do double or nothing, Joel.
Yes. Well, let's see how we all do today. Just also before we get started, a big shout out to everyone who's donated to our crowdfunder so far. We really massively do rely on your support. So it's so heartwarming to see all the donations coming in. So yeah, no matter how large or small the amount you're able to give, it's always really hugely appreciated. So just wanted to say a massive thank you to those of you who are donating. It helps us to continue doing what we love to do and bring end of season quizzes for hopefully
like
many
this,
years to
right?
come.
Yeah.
So, but let's get on to the quiz without further ado. It's the same format as last week for those of you who have listened. Joel, you're the official, I think, rule setter. So
Yes.
do you want to run through the guidelines for us?
Yes, and just actually very quickly on the note of the crowdfund, if you do want to donate and support us, the link is in the description, and that link is www.gofundme.com/tennis-weekly-2025. So yes, if you're feeling like you can help us out, we are by fans for fans. It really does mean the world to us. Please help us out through our GoFundMe. The link is in the description. But I will move on now. The quiz, it is quiz time. There are some guidelines, as usual. Very similar format to last week's episode. 15 questions, 3 sections, WTA Tour, Grand Slams, Olympics, and teams. Each section, there will be a designated question master for each section, challenging the other two in head-to-head. I've still got nightmares from last week, personally, when I was up against both of you. But hopefully, maybe I put that right this time. Who knows? I feel like Christmas miracles, they do happen. They do happen. But yes, all answers are worth 1 mark. And if you do need some time to think about your answer, then just pause it on the device that you're listening to. If you need some extra time, we'll build in some pause time as well. But yeah, if you just want to have a little bit more of a moment, get a cup of tea, put the fire on. Yeah, use your pause button to give yourself a bit of extra time.
Have a mulled wine if you really like. We're getting well into December now, but I will be kicking us off. I believe that's right, Kim.
You will. You are indeed. It's general WTA Tour for the first round. So over to you, Chris.
And I've got 5 questions for both of you. And the first one, without further ado, and I'm hoping this will be a stronger start for everybody. I did sort of look at the answers and questions that I had from last week and thought maybe let's make this a little bit more accessible potentially. But let's see how everyone does. The first question: which unseeded player won Miami to become the lowest ranked player to win the tournament in its history?
I don't know if that is any more easy.
Lowest ranked player.
It looks like you're writing something down for anyone who's.
I'm writing it down, but that's just my.
Oh, you're writing
my
the question
thoughts.
down. Oh, okay.
Well, no, I'm writing the answer down, but it's whether it's
yes.
right or not is another.
Don't hold it up in case Joel sees it.
Lowest ranked player.
lowest ranked player to win that particular event? Sorry.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Miami.
Cast your mind back. I think we were in
I'm trying to.
April.
I'm trying to.
Want to say March, April, sunshine double. A particularly enjoyable time of year for you, Joel.
Yes.
Fresh from the golden swing.
I've got an answer, but I thought that she was a finalist rather than a winner. But
now you're making me think, did I get this question right if no one's got this one? Are we doing any clues? No clues.
no. Right. Shall I?
Yes, come on then.
Kim, kick us off.
Well, I don't think this is right, but Anna Kalinskaya. I don't think she won it, did she?
We have lost the plot at Tennis Weekly. You've named another Russian. Come on, here we go. Joel.
Kalinskaya.
Kalinskaya.
I'm sorry.
A name.
Emma Navarro.
Okay, everybody. This was the moment when home favourite, sensation Danielle Collins went on her run and she won the Miami title and then backed it up the following week, winning in Charleston. So at the time, Danielle Collins was unseeded and was the lowest ranked player to win the title.
Do you know, I think that's what was throwing me when you say lowest rank. I just think it's a name I've never
heard of before.
I actually worded it specifically like that to throw people off. So maybe I haven't got kinder as the week has gone on. Well, we'll move on to another question. We'll put that one behind us. Kim, not many scores to write down for that one. But question 2, which former WTA world number 1 announced her retirement in 2024 and became the tournament director of the WTA Finals in Riyadh?
Yes.
Riyadh.
A former world number 1 announced her retirement and also became the tournament director of the WTA Finals. That's
I think
a
I know
confident
this
nod
one.
for those who are audio listeners. Kim is looking, she's grinning like the Cheshire Cat right now. Joel is shaking his head.
I don't know if this is right.
Shall I give Joel a little hint here? This is someone you particularly enjoy.
Oh, yeah, you are quite a fan of them, I think, Joel.
You have heard of this person, former number 1. They're not unseeded.
You like doing their fitness classes?
You do. Yeah,
maybe.
Oh, okay, guys, you are being very helpful this Christmas.
We have to for the credibility of the podcast.
Garbina Muguruza.
Yes, it is Garbina Muguruza.
Yes, well done.
Let us know if you got it without a clue. Kim, you got that straight off.
I did get it, and it's on my pad for proof.
Very, very well done. We're off out of the gates.
We're off and running.
We are indeed. So I did have 2 versions of this. I'm going to be a bit naughty and throw in both. I'll do the positive version first. The version that Joel would like most will be second. And this is the ace leader on the WTA Tour of 2024. We always like to throw this one in. I'm going for the top number of aces. If you do not get the top person and you get one of the top 3, then maybe I will give you a point if the opponent did not get something. We're looking to get scores on the board this week. So ace leader. We've had this before
I've got
in
2
the quiz.
names. Yeah, I've got 2 names in my head.
I think this is a tricky one, isn't it? Because you're always thinking
because
about...
you think about the number of matches they've actually played in the season.
Or you think, is it just, their first serve percentage is like the highest
or
of the season rather than specifically aces?
Or is it doubles and Sara Irani might be on the ace leaderboard? Who knows?
Does it count doubles then?
No, I'm just joking. That would not be good.
I just feel like there's a really obvious candidate.
Wow.
I feel like we
obvious.
discussed it quite recently on the pod, so I've got a candidate.
Okay, I think we're going to let Kim go first, and we'll have to trust Joel on this one because I'm not sure he selected one of his 2. I think he might say the one that Kim says. Right, come on, Kim.
Is it Qinwen Zheng?
And Joel, what did you think?
Oh, so in my head, I had Sabelenka or Zheng, and
you can't say both answers, I'm afraid.
No.
So I'm going to
just for a point of difference, I'm going to go Sabelenka.
Right. Okay. It's Zheng.
It's Zheng, isn't it?
It is Zheng. That was quite, I kind of set you up there, to be honest. Quite the pressure.
Was Sabelenka second?
I can tell you with 445 aces, Qinwen Zheng was top.
Mm-hmm.
Rybakina, despite not playing as much, 358. And in third place, Sabelenka with 307. And now, this is not a point scoring question, but the double fault leader, who do you think it is?
Coco Gauff?
It's a class A. It's Coco Gauff. Well
Coco
done.
Gauff, yeah.
She hit 430, so just shy of the total of aces for Qin Wenjing. And then Marta Kostyuk had 370, and then Kasatkina 316. So
that's not good stats.
I'm trying to keep it positive. The next question, I'm not sure is going to be a fan favorite amongst you both, but we are going to go back to a section of the year, which I think we titled slightly more challenger than it was tour level, WTA 250s.
Oh.
Who was the lowest ranked player
this is
to win a tour title in 2024? And if we're very, very stuck, was from quite a recent podcast, then I can tell you which one they won. I'm not sure that would help, but I can tell you if you would like the hint.
It's on a recent podcast we've done.
It's a recent one.
Right. Oh, okay.
And if you want to know the tour?
What, the tournament? Yeah, okay.
Lausanne.
Right.
Oh, okay. It's not who I thought it was.
I've got one name jumping out at me, but
Jumping out.
there was
Leaping out of
someone
Lausanne.
earlier. I thought there was someone a lot earlier in the year. I can't remember their name though.
I'm gonna get Joel to go first, but I'll give you another few seconds.
I forget her name. I'm just drawing blank every time.
What about give us some background as to who you think it might be? You know,
I think she won a title. I was going to say the British lady who did well at Wimbledon.
Oh yeah,
Sonny Cartel. Was that what you
Sonny
go for?
Cartel. I was going to go Sonny Cartel.
that was in Tunisia, wasn't it? That she won.
I think it was in Asia.
It was in Monastir,
Okay.
I believe. Was it? She won the Elise Mertens title that she's won many times.
She can't have been far off, I don't think.
That's answer locked in. Kim, do you have a different answer or the same
Oh,
answer?
this person's much higher ranked, I think. Rebecca Sramkova, Slovakia.
Yes, big one from the Billie Jean King Cup there, doing some damage to GB. But the answer is, of course, Golubich, who won the title in
yes,
Lausanne.
Of course.
We did talk about it. We did say that
We
potentially
did.
this is the time to
We
get some
did.
points. And that was one of those moments where you said, when did we last see her? And it was the quarterfinals of Wimbledon a long time ago. So
Wow.
Yes.
she was ranked 168th in the world at the time. And Victoria Golubich did win the title in Lausanne. So very well done to her. Her
Okay.
ranking's now much better than that. I think she's just creeping inside the top 100 potentially. So very well done. And I had to throw in a nasty one. And now we'll throw in a potentially nicer one. And I will give you a little bit of a hint for this one. But which former top 100 player climbed the most places in the WTA rankings to finish in the top 100 in 2024? So the biggest climber who started outside of the top 100 finished in the top 100.
But they were a former top 100.
Yes,
Okay.
this is not their debut. And they may have been a lot higher. There we go. It's out.
Oh right. Yeah, I think I might.
I think I know.
Yeah.
Well, I've got an
Yeah.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got answers. So then Joel. Wait, Kim, you're laughing. Are you not confident?
Well, I don't know. I've just, yeah, maybe.
Okay, here we go.
Karolina Mukova.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Kim,
I put Emma Raducanu.
Oh.
very good guesses. I can tell you Mukova still had her semi-final points from the US Open because her injury happened after that. But it was a fantastic comeback. The names that are on the top list of risers, at number one is Naomi Osaka, who went from 831
Oh.
at the AO to 59. Also on the list of big risers was Ayla Tomljanovic, who went from 356 to 36. Emma Raducanu was in the top five of big risers. She went from 285 to 58. And finally on that list was Caroline Wozniacki, who went from 236 to 72. So Emma was on the list. I'm not sure I can give you a point for that because it was the biggest riser, but that was a bit tricky because it feels like Mukova was out of the game a lot longer than she was, didn't it?
Yeah, I was for some reason I was feeling confident, but obviously confident that was misplaced.
Well, after that round, thanks very much, Chris. It's I got 2 points and Joel's got 1 point. So
I didn't make it easier, did I? Oh,
we've actually done worse.
gosh.
I still really enjoyed that though. We weren't far off. So thank you very much. Let's see what we can do in the next round, which Joel is hosting for us. Joel, over to you. Section 2, Grand Slams for the win.
Right, Grand Slams
section.
Yeah. First question. Aryna Sabelenka became the first player since who to defend their women's Australian Open crown?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, I think I know this one.
If you want to be extra fancy, you can give me the year they defended.
I can do.
Oh, Kim.
I can do that as well, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure about this one.
My knowledge peaked around this era, potentially.
Peaked around this era. The last to defend. I'm not sure about this one.
Who would like to go first?
Okay, I've got an answer.
Okay, Chris.
I'm tossing up between two. I'm going to commit fully what I've written down. I'm going to say Azarenka.
Okay, Kim?
Yeah, I've got Azarenka 2012 and 2013.
Both correct. Yeah, it is Victoria Azarenka. Yes. And Kim, you went extra fancy, and yeah, she defended in 2013. So yeah, did very well there. Yeah,
it was those parallels that were in the media at the time. I remember
both Belarusians.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Next question.
That was quite a tricky one. You wanted us to say Serena, didn't you?
Do you know, I actually made these questions thinking, Chris, this is my time to
punish
really,
me for my year's service.
Really test Chris. Okay. Next question. En route to securing the French Open crown, Iga Swiatek in the 4th round won the shortest match to be played at the French Open since the 1988 ladies final between Steffi Graf and Natasha Zvereva, lasting just 40 minutes. Who was her opponent?
Oh, yeah, I watched this like it was on. I remember it having it on.
I think that we were we both?
I wasn't at Roland Garros. I think I'd come home.
Maybe you left on the Saturday. Because I think I was thinking about sneaking in for this one, but I didn't think it would be
must have been on the
Sunday
because I did get home on the Saturday.
I've got.
Yes, I think
I'm going to come to you first, Kim. If you do have an answer,
give me a second. I'm not convinced.
I remember it being on the telly, but I mean, she did kind of thrash quite a lot of opponents, didn't she? So I might be thinking of a different round. I've got Potapova, but I don't. I think there's a P in the name. But
I also put Potapova.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that makes me feel better.
She got destroyed. It was embarrassing.
And that is correct. It was Anastasia Potapova. Well done to you both. Both get a point.
Cool. Brilliant.
That was tough watching. Because that was after some very close shave with Osaka, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, which you were at and was very dramatic. Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Right. Next question.
You don't seem happy for us, Joel.
I was like, these questions are so good. And then just like, oh, yeah, it's Potapova. Oh, I knew that. Oh,
well, Kim's specialist subject, Russian tennis players.
Right. Next question. Wimbledon question now.
Right. Here we go.
At Wimbledon, Marketa Vondrousova was the defending champion. And I'm guessing you already know where this is going to go. But she lost in the first round. This marked only the second time in the Open era that the defending Wimbledon women's singles champion lost in the first round after Steffi Graf lost to Laurie McNeil in 1994. Who was Vondrousova dumped out by?
I was at this match, so I definitely know this one.
And the annoying thing is that this has come up multiple times on the podcast, and I have zero recollection of this one.
Oh. It happened.
Players actually done all right since then. They've had some good results since.
Okay. I just remember this happening and there just being no real attention for Vondrousova. Like it happened in the daytime. Wasn't really much fuss around it.
Well, Kim was there.
I was
So
there. I went to her press conference as
Yeah.
well. She was not happy, but she probably shouldn't really have played the tournament. I don't
she
think
didn't
she
seem
was
like she was fit, but she
physically
still
there.
wanted to open
Yeah,
centre court
to
on
defend.
Well, I don't know, but I can give a guess.
Okay.
I'm going to say
Chris?
Zarazua.
Renato Zarazua, I think. Okay. Kim?
It was Jessica Bouzas Monero of
The
Spain.
full name.
Wow,
of
there we
Kim,
go. That is a
rubbing
flex.
it in.
That is a flex. That
Salt
is a
into the
correct
wound.
answer. Jessica
Listeners, please come and watch this. I've never seen Kim this happy.
Monero.
Rolled
Very,
off the
very
tongue.
good, Kim. Yes. Okay, point for you, Kim. Right.
Is this the last one?
We've got 2 more questions
Two more.
left.
Here we go.
I'm actually deciding how nice to be with this next one because there are multiple answers. Shall I?
We're all friends here.
There are 4.
Let's go for multiple.
Yeah. Okay. You did well last week, so in my multiple choice one. So again, I'm going to ask for all the answers for this one to get the point.
Yes.
Aryna Sabelenka, another sort of record she made the season. Aryna Sabelenka became the 5th female player to win both hard court majors, Australian Open and US Open, in the same calendar year. Who was I'm gonna stick to my guns here. Who was the last to achieve this feat?
Okay. So it's not a multiple question. It's just
there
who was
are
the last one.
There are 4 answers, but I'm looking for the last to achieve this feat.
Okay.
And we can be flashy afterwards, and you can tell me who you think the others are.
Oh yes, in the same season.
The same season.
Right, I've got an answer.
Oh, Kim,
Suitably
I'm loving this.
confident.
I'm loving
Doing
this.
quite well at
Confidence,
WTA
Kim.
today.
Kim, this is your section. You've definitely shifted away from. I am.
Yeah, Kim, I'll take those early Christmas presents after this episode. Yeah.
I have an answer.
Okay, Chris, do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So it's the last player to do it.
Last player before Aryna Sabalenka to win both the Australian Open and US Open in the same calendar year on the women's side.
I believe it's Angie Kerber.
Kim?
That's what I've got, which would have been 2016, I think.
2016 is what I wrote, yeah.
Because I think like Osaka and Serena have won. I mean, Serena's probably done it.
Australian back to back.
But Osaka did it, not in the same calendar year.
If you had said to me, Serena or Osaka, they were incorrect. It was Angie Kerber.
Yes.
Very good.
Well done.
Very, very good. Any ideas on the other 3?
Steffi, you'd have to say, has done
Yeah,
it.
Steffi Graf.
Hingis, I was going to say.
He is correct. Yeah, one more.
And then I don't think that Serena has done it because the Serena Slam that she has got twice were not the same calendar year.
No, so it's not Serena. No.
Sellers?
Kim, unbelievable. Monica Seles.
Kim,
That's a guess. But...
what is going
what have
on?
you drunk since last week? You've WTA potion.
So it was Kerber, Graf, Seles, Hingis, and Sabalenka this year.
I feel
there
like
you go.
that's a bonus point for Kim because that's just
no,
wild.
right.
That was great. That was great
points.
chat.
Yeah.
Right. Final question on this round.
I feel like this has been 6 questions, Joel.
1, 2, 3,
It is
4,
intense.
5. It is the 5th question. Yeah.
These are good questions.
At the US Open, the 4th round match between Qinwen Zheng and Donna Vekic set the new record for the latest finish for a women's match. What time did the match end? And like last week, Chris, I'm going to say closest to the correct time gets the point.
Damn.
To the minute.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm not really sure because we're a bit thrown by the 3:07 finish for Novak Djokovic. I think.
Is this going to be later? Is it latest finish for women's?
Latest, just kind of latest, not overall latest finish for a women's match.
Okay.
I've got.
And I want to say, I mean, I could be completely wrong on this. Was it because Djokovic Popperin went
sure.
long? It must be because they came onto court very late.
The match before went on really long.
Yeah.
And
Surely it was
the night session.
What court would it have been on? Armstrong, maybe.
I've got an answer, but I'm just It's a bit of a rogue guess.
Have you gone above or below Djokovic, Kim? Do
Oh,
you want to
I'm
go
not
first?
telling that.
Oh,
I've got
here we
a
go.
number.
Here we
I'm trying to
go.
get something out of you. Okay.
Okay, who wants to go first? Kim, I
I'll
think it's
go.
your turn to go first. Yeah.
I've gone for 3:59 in the morning.
3:59, Kim. I went for 2:01. I thought I just didn't think it would be that late.
Well, I thought they might have come out at midnight.
But
well, no, that's a bit extreme, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, Kim, I do not know where you've plucked that number from, but you are way, way off.
was it like one
Chris,
something?
Chris, you get the point.
Oh.
2:15 a.m. was
Oh.
when it finished.
I thought
Kim,
Fair enough.
3:59 a.m. What?
Well, it has
3:59.
finished that late in Australia.
Is that
for
the latest finish
men
ever?
before.
Wait. Wow.
That's too late. Too late.
It is
Both
too
of them are
late.
too late. 10 p.m. is
Absolutely.
too late for me.
Mhm.
Well, on that round, we both got 4 each, myself and Chris. So
Very
good
well
stuff.
done, Kim. It's good.
excellent. Thanks, Joel, putting that together. Listeners, I hope you're faring well as well. And we're going to take a very quick break now. But do join us in the second half, where I will be quizzing Joel and Chris on team events and the Olympics. So do not go anywhere. Welcome back to the Tennis Weekly podcast. And it's time to move on to our WTA team round and Olympic round. So, Joel and Chris, you've got some work to do. Joel, you're currently on 1, Chris is on 4.
Okay.
So, well, Joel's got some work to do, I should say. But let's
I've
hear
always
a
got
go
work
of
to do.
this.
There's always work to do.
What are you on? What number do I have to beat?
Oh,
Your
I'm
combined
on.
total.
Oh, I'm on 6 combined.
Okay, right, here we go.
Yeah, so you only
Got
need
to get 3.
3.
Right.
So, funnily enough, your last question, Joel, mine's kind of similar.
We love
It-
the
in that it-
time.
We love a time-based
Well,
question.
it's not time. It features Vekic and Zheng, actually.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Same,
We never
same
knew-
participants.
Goodness.
Okay. How many games did Donna Vekic win in the Olympic gold medal match, losing to Qinwen Zheng? So you can get a
Goodness.
point if you are either exactly correct or you've got it right on either side by 1 game. So you don't have
Oh,
to
so
get it
generous,
exact, but-
Kim. So generous. If you're exactly
How many
right, or
games?
as close as you can be to exactly right.
Yes.
Mm.
Right. I've got numbers. Would you like it as sets or would you like it as total?
Just total games. You know, did they have the same sort of match they had at the US Open, or was it quite different?
Oh, is that a clue?
That's what listeners will have to
Give me a hint
think
there,
about.
Joel. Joel, you go first.
I'm going to go 6.
I also was going to go 6.
Well, you both get the point because it's 5. So
Oh,
I will
really?
give you both a point because you're
Ooh.
within 1 of
We'll
the
take that.
correct
I remember
answer.
she used everything she had in that
Yeah.
semi-final.
Yes.
And she was
Beckett was quite
completely burnt
tired.
out for that final, yeah.
Yeah, it was 6-2, 6-3 in the final. So very different to their match at the US Open. Okay, next
Wow.
question.
Joel,
Coco Gauff.
yes, by the way. We should celebrate this. Why are we not celebrating this?
You've
He's-
doubled
Come
your
on.
score, Joel.
Come on.
He played that so cool, didn't he? He was like, yeah, another one
Do,
right.
do you know what's really annoying? I went 6 when I genuinely had a little thing in my brain saying, say 5. It was 3
Oh,
and
really?
2. It was 3
You've
and
got to
2.
trust your gut. That's what
I
Kim
know,
learned
it's
the
what-
other week.
I know.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah.
Right, question 2. Coco Gauff was chosen as one of Team USA's flag bearers at the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics. Who was her fellow flag bearer for Team USA at the opening ceremony? So sort of a slightly non-tennis question here, but
I was
allow it.
watching the boats floating in the pouring rain.
That ceremony. Oh,
That was-
not a
oh.
good one.
I
I can
honestly
see how
think-
it was like, yes, this sounds good on paper,
Yes,
but
not when weather comes into the equation.
not when the weather comes into the equation. So sorry, this is a non-tennis player
well,
answer.
it's who
Who
was
else
the
was the
fellow
flag bearer?
flag bearer with Coco Gauff?
I've got
I
it,
mean,
Joel.
they're American, if that narrows
Yeah.
it down, obviously.
and they're living.
But it's a different sport to tennis.
Yes.
That is correct.
Okay.
It's not Taylor Fritz.
It's got to be.
But- That's incorrect, Joel. We need an answer.
Chris, do you want to give us your answer? I think you might know.
I do. It was LeBron James.
Correct. Joel, did you have?
No idea. I was trying to think of a person on the track. I didn't think basketball.
Basketball, yeah. I think it was the first time basketball maybe was represented.
I mean, that's a pretty starry pair, isn't it? Of flag bearers. That's some big names. But I mean, should it have been Simone Biles? People are questioning at the time, but maybe she didn't put herself forward with all of the, pressure. But I mean, still a brilliant achievement for them both.
Absolutely. Okay. On the subject of the Olympics, we're carrying on in Paris 2024. Can you name the 3 medal-winning nations from the women's doubles event at the Olympics? So I don't need to know who got gold, silver, bronze. I just need to know which 3 nations got the medals.
I actually think I know this.
You'll get half a point if you can get 2 of them, but for the full point, you need all 3.
I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, okay, I've got it.
And the third one of them, if you don't get the names exactly right, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to be too anal about that.
Okay, I don't know, but I'm going to say Italy, Czech Republic, and Spain.
Oh, 2 of those are correct, Joel. So you get half a point. You get half a point.
That's incredible.
And Chris, did you have?
I did have both of those. Sara Errani and Jasmine Paolini won the medal, and I know that Sorribes Tormo went away with bronze. But I also know, in what was a big upset in their semi-final, that Andreeva and Schneider from I think it's like the independent athletes. They're not representing Russia. So I think I don't know what I'd say for that. The Association of Independent Athletes.
Russia.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they're known as the individual neutral athletes. But if anyone at home has put neutrals, like something like non-Russians that are not representing Russia, anything along those lines.
Or no flag, you could also have.
Yeah, no flag, not representing a country, then that's correct.
That was a bit of a trick question there, Kim.
Well, and it's Italy and Spain as well. So Irani, Paolini got gold, Andreeva, Schneider.
You love doubles, women's doubles, Joel.
So do I get half a point for 2 out of 3?
You get half a point for 2 out of 3, but Chris will get the full point.
I'll take anything at the moment.
And it was Buxa, Sorribes Tormo in the bronze. So yeah, well done.
But that was a long match.
Okay, question 4. Slovakia reached the Billie Jean King Cup final for the first time since what year?
Oh, we love this.
We did talk about this on the last podcast, I think.
Did we?
Well, the one before the last quiz, but yeah. So
yes, we did.
Slovakia
Chris will know this.
Yeah, I shouldn't have played to his strengths actually with this question. Sorry, Joel.
This reminded me, but
I know you had a cheeky Google of this.
Daniela Hantuchova was involved.
Yes.
Remember the peak year for Daniela.
I'm trying to remember that result I shared on our WhatsApp group.
You did share it. You did fact check.
But I don't have a photographic memory. I'm going to say 2001.
Chris?
It's 2002.
Oh, yes, it is 2002. Sorry, Joel, you were so close.
I'll give him a half point.
I know. Oh, yeah, I might give you a half, actually.
You're one out. That's
you're one out. Yeah.
Okay.
If listeners, if you've said 2001 to 2003, that's all correct. We'll give you a point. Who did they play, Chris, in that final? Do you know? Have you got any idea?
They played Spain because Conchita Martinez was playing. I remember on the screenshot that Joel sent, I forgot about that. And they won it purely on the singles, I think.
Yeah, Slovakia won. So brilliant.
Yeah, Daniela, one of her many career highlights, listeners. Remember, if you would like that career highlights episode,
we need that countdown to happen. Someone
has got to email in. As soon as one person does, I'll do
we'll
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Are you going to set up an email address and be like, I think we should do a Daniela Hantuchova countdown?
It won't be a very lengthy vetting process to find out if they're real or not.
Okay.
Right. Final question of the WTA quiz.
Oh.
Iga Swiatek was forced to play doubles for her country at the Billie Jean King Cup finals. But who was her doubles partner for Team Poland?
I mean,
surely there's only one answer. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm.
I don't think. I don't think it is.
Oh,
I'll let Joel
Poland.
say something, but I'm.
Who wants to go first? I
I'll
mean,
say
you don't even need that. You don't need their first name, obviously. Just like the surname.
Magdalena.
Chris, did you have anything different? This is really hard.
I mean, I
fully
know.
appreciate that.
I know it's not one of the ones I know. That's all I know. So I know it's not Fretch. It's not Lynette. It was someone the first time I'd witnessed them. I believe the only thing I think of, I know their name.
Radechka.
It began with a K.
Radechka's Czech.
Oh, hasn't she retired? I think they began. I think
she switched nationality.
Yeah, she's come back. I think it began with a K. That's all I remember.
You are correct. It does begin with a K.
I don't know who it is though.
Kitchenok.
No,
the Ukrainian.
She switched nationality.
Yeah. And there are two of them. Yeah, sisters.
It's Katarzyna Kawa. I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. Kawa.
Big fans on the
Apologies
podcast.
for the pronunciation there. Katarzyna Kawa, who's 93 in the world.
At singles or doubles?
Oh, sorry, at doubles.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. Well,
so sorry, that was
what a partnership. Short-lived. when you said made to play doubles, Kim, I'm sure Iga was willing to. Yeah. Wasn't dragged to the court.
She was forced to play because, they
needed the win.
They needed the win. So
got it.
Yes, not sort of held at gunpoint or anything. So after that final round, which was quite difficult, Chris got 3 and Joel got 2. So I will do final scores.
Chris,
that might be it.
So Joel again brings up the rear, but has doubled his score from the ATP round.
I'll take it.
To get 3 points.
Who would have thought I did better on the WTA quiz than
You've been a WTA stan for a while now, Joel.
Yeah.
I've got 6 points, which equals my score from the ATP, so I'm very consistent. Chris has actually done worse on the WTA questions, but has still won with 7 points.
Wow.
So still beaten.
I'll take that. If it was the Laver Cup round, I would not have done better, that's for sure, at the ATP round. But I mean, maybe I've got to up my WTA knowledge, and Joel's got to do some revision for next year's quiz.
You've got to revise your Polish doubles players, Chris.
Yes, that's definitely one I've got to improve on. But there is still a little bit of hope. So if listeners, you are tied with someone at home, for example, we are doing a festive par for the courts. And this is a back and forth. This is an original back and forth because this is Joel versus Kim. Joel, this could be your redemption arc.
Yeah, this feels like a redemption territory. Although I'd say it was historic last time because Kim is like defending champion.
Well, does this mean if you defeat Kim, you are the par for the courts champion of the year? It could be. But once you've totaled up your scores, obviously that's what counts. This is just for fun for us. But if you'd like to award a point at home, you need to decide if you've won it or your partner, mum's won it or your brother. This is the one. So this is a back and forth competition. It's probably to maybe make it a bit more friendly for our American listeners. It's American themed. And we're talking WTA female players from America in the top 100.
Oh, I love this.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
What
current top 100.
Current top 100. There are a lot of them. I believe, if my calculations are correct, there might be 17. I'm just going to do one quick check.
Wow, that's a lot.
Ashley Harkleroad.
That's okay, just throwing names out there now. And Kim, just to be clear, you cannot name a Russian to get a point unless they no longer represent Russia for this one.
Thank you. That's given me a few, actually.
Please don't pop out the Canon Sky for this one because I won't be happy with that. And go for answers that you know first, everybody. So I think probably in the spirit of Christmas, we will let Joel go first. Is that fair, Kim?
Yeah, go for it. That's all good.
Coco Gauff.
The world number 3. Well done.
Jessica Pegula.
Are we going to do them all in order? Yes.
Danielle Collins.
We've gone out of order, but yes.
Emma Navarro.
We're back on track. Joel, you were excited for this.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who was in their Billie Jean King Cup squad.
Or just players who play tennis.
Yeah. I don't know if this is right, but I'm going to say it. Amanda Anisimova.
Well, I can tell you that is right because it was actually a question and I brought it up. But she had
Okay.
a
All right.
very high rise up the rankings, up to 36. So that is a correct answer.
Caroline Dollarhide.
Oh, that's a great shout.
Kim, I mean, we did say go for the obvious ones and you roll out with a Dollarhide, but that is a correct answer. She's ranked at number 80.
Um,
Joel, I might leave the podcast if you did get one of these.
I can't. It's honestly, my mind is drawing a blank at the moment. Americans.
Am I allowed to give it a little clue, Kim, or no? How confident are you?
I've got a couple more, but
Okay.
I think they're in the top 100.
Okay. So, Joel, what
But
would I be?
I am struggling.
What would I be very annoyed about if you forgot a certain player? I mean, it's been a while since they've done anything, but
Oh, yeah. I've just got the one you mean. I
Yeah.
hadn't got those, Chris.
well,
that
there
one.
we go. Yeah.
Don't know what. I'm still
Right,
drawing
Bow-
blanks here.
Give
I've
us-
got a name. I've got a
give us
name.
a
Oh.
fabulous
but
name.
it's
and bow out.
Provide it
Come on.
then.
Odget. Laura Davies.
You mean Lauren Davis?
Lauren Davies.
I have written her down as.
No, hang on. No.
Is she in the top 100 anymore?
Take it back.
though?
Take it back. Come on, Joel.
Wait.
This is it's Christmas. Christmas spirit.
Oh, I keep forgetting. She always plays in Surbiton.
Oh,
Oh, I know the one.
I know who you mean as well.
Very good on the
Is she on the
grass.
list?
No.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Her ranking must have dropped.
Yeah, I'm at Lauren Davies.
You meant Alison Risk, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can also say that neither of those two are correct.
Oh,
So,
no.
Kim, please bring it home.
I've got several actually.
Please
So,
give us a batch if you like.
Madison Keys.
That is
Oh,
correct.
yeah.
And with Madison Keys,
Jennifer
you've now
Brady. I would have said Jennifer Brady.
But is she in the top?
Oh, no, she
100,
wouldn't be in the-
Brady?
Injured, correct.
But she went
She's
down.
not in the top 100.
Okay.
Sloane Stevens.
Yes, that's the one I was
Yeah.
heavily hinting
Yeah.
at, Joel. That was very hurtful to me.
That's bad.
Is Kenin in the top 100 these days?
That's another fantastic guess at
Kim.
83. Can Kim do them all by herself?
I've got Taylor Townsend.
Another
possibly.
correct answer.
Yes.
68 in the world.
This is why I'm now struggling. I've got Anne Lee.
And he is in the top 100.
Unbelievable.
She's at 90, 93. Kim.
Finding this so funny. I've also got Ashlyn Kruger. I don't know where she's from.
That's also correct.
Um,
Kim, bring it home.
I don't have any more.
I've got one. I've got one.
This has been a destruction.
I've got one that I know Kim hasn't mentioned, but I'm pretty sure is in there.
Yep.
Peyton Stearns.
That is also correct at 47.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. Oh, what about what's her name?
There's one more that I think you might get.
She's blonde. She's done quite well at the US Open. Done a few upsets. Can't think of her name.
Ooh, I'm not sure we're thinking of the same person. Can I ask you the question?
It's not Coco Vanderway because I know she's retired, I think, but it's sort of similar to
Not
her.
CC Bellis back in the day.
No, might be a C in her name or
So we have Katie Volinets, who is at
okay.
59
yes.
in the world. We also have a player that I'm not particularly familiar, which is McCartney Kessler
Oh yeah.
at 67. Then we have Bernarda Pera at 71.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
She's beaten Joe Conte quite a lot, hasn't she? Over the
Yeah.
years?
Been a bit of a nemesis for her. And then finally, Hayley Baptiste at number 90. So
Oh.
the full list is Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula, Emma Navarro, Danielle Collins, Madison Keys, Amanda Anisimova, Peyton Stearns, Katie Volinets, Ashton Kruger, McCartney Kessler, Taylor Townsend, Bernarda Pera, Sloane Stephens, Caroline Dollarhide, Sophia Kennan, Hayley Baptiste and Anne Lee. And I have to say, some fabulous names because we've got quite a lot of alliterations there. We've got Amanda Nisimova, Sloane Stephens and Taylor Townsend. So there's something in the water because those names make them even more memorable, Joel. The fact that they are those alliterations.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kim, we have to say on the festive edition, you
Undisputed.
are the queen
Yeah.
of the courts.
Can we do those ones throughout the year? Like, because, well, whatever topics you've chosen, I've just
What
done
a result. I
fairly
mean,
well. I'm still trying to think of that other player, though. Like, I can't remember her name. It's going to come to
a
me
few
probably this
upsets.
evening.
It will, or might be in the off season it comes to, in which
yeah.
case we'll
Yeah.
post that on our socials when it comes to Kim and a live update.
Yes. But thank you very much for putting that together. That's been extremely fun. I've been in hysterics with that one.
I don't think I've laughed that much in Path of the Courts before when Kim was just finding it so amusing. You have to watch it back. The fact she's just rolling off these American players, you know.
I don't know why it's so funny, but it
Anne
is.
Lee was when I lost it.
I think I saw her play at Surbiton one year. Anywho, yeah, massive thank you. Listeners, I hope you enjoyed our quiz because that's definitely got me in the spirit for Christmas. And all the quizzes that I'm hopefully going to do over Christmas because I'm a big Quizmas fan, you could say.
And yeah, if you did enjoy that and any of our episodes this season, do make sure to think about supporting the podcast through our crowdfunder. The link is in the description. As a reminder, that link is on our GoFundMe page, www.gofundme.com/tennis-weekly-2025. That's www.gofundme.com/tennis-weekly-2025. We are a by fans for fans podcast. It really does help all of us out and continues what we're doing into next season. And it would be a big, big help from us. But that is it. That is us signing off. Oh, no, wait, no. We've got UTS.
Yes.
No, is it UTS? I get confused. The calendar is so packed. We've got UTS content. Is that right, Chris?
Yes, that is coming up very soon. That's happened. It was fantastic. And we're very much looking forward to you hearing what we spoke to the players about on Media Day and throughout the event.
Yes. So
a little bonus.
A little
for the
bonus.
YouTube channels.
Exactly. Do look out for that. But that is it for the podcast for this season. We will be back next season. It's our time off now. We'll be back in Jan. Looking forward, as always, to all the tennis to come, including the Australian Open Down Under. Andy Murray, Novak Djokovic. What's going to happen there? But yes, we'll wait. We'll wait for the new season to talk about all of that. But for now, for one final time, listeners, I hope you've enjoyed listening to the Tennis Weekly podcast. Remember to subscribe to us to stay up to date on all the action to come from the ATP and WTA tours.
We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and all major podcasting platforms out there. So if you like what you're hearing, then do make sure to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, as well as a like and subscribe to us on YouTube.
And yes, if you're not able to donate to the crowdfund, it is also so helpful to us if you do like and subscribe to our videos. We do also have some membership offering on YouTube. So if you'd like to subscribe there, that's also something that really benefits our channel and you'll get some exclusive content from us in the new year. On social media, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. The handle for all of those is Tennis Weekly Pod. So get your UTS interview fix there. It will be jam-packed. And once again, I'm going to plug the merch. It's Christmas. It's a fantastic stocking filler. It's etsy.com/shop/Tennis Weekly Podcast. I might even get you one, Joel, another one, just in case you've lost the other one. But
yeah,
who knows? We can email the show and with a mailbag for the new year, if something comes to you across the off season, that's tennisweeklypod@gmail.com. Or as always, do check out our website, tennisweekly.co.uk.
and we will be back in the new year, Tennis Weekly podcast in 2025. So I hope you can join us for that. But in the meantime, it's Merry Christmas from Kim.
Merry Christmas.
It's Merry Christmas from Chris.
Merry Christmas.
And it's a Merry Christmas from me. We'll see you again soon.